Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. Guys, if you've been eating breakfast, but you find yourself still feeling tired, you feel like you have brain fog, maybe the itis, you eat and then you feel like you need to go back to sleep, or you just need a little bit of a rest time before you get into the work. I'm going to share with you what breakfasts you want to eat, okay? I'm going to give you 5 specific ones. There's a lot more, but I want to give you 5 of them. That way you can start changing your eating habits for breakfast to start losing belly fat, having more energy, and losing weight also, okay? And so a couple of different reasons that you want to start eating this way is because if you're eating things like bagels, donuts, croissants, what else do I see people eating? Waffles for breakfast on a daily basis, that's going to cause you to, it's a couple of things. One, it's going to spike your blood sugar, okay? A lot of people who have like pre and type 2 diabetes, they wonder how they get these things. And they think it's, oh, well, I've cut back on my sugar. Well, these type of starchy carbs like bagels and croissants and what else? Donuts. These things also break down in our body as sugar, okay? And it can spike our blood sugar to the point where you end up having pre or type 2 diabetes, okay? And so that's not what you want. But you also want to understand how to balance your blood sugar throughout the entire day. Not just in the morning, not just for your health, but also to be able to be, efficient throughout the day, to where you're not like having energy crashes. If you notice that you do well in the morning, midday, you tired. Then towards the evening time, you craving sugar. You craving some type of junk food, some type of sweets, some type of alcohol. These things happen because of how you start your day, okay? You don't want to be eating protein waffles. You want to eat protein, not a waffle. If you look at the ingredients on these protein waffles, like one of the popular brands, Kodak, I think that's one of the most well-known ones, it still has a lot of carbs in it, guys. Like, if I'm going to eat something like that, that's maybe a once or 2 time a week type deal, because I want to have energy when I'm going into my day. I want to have mental clarity to be able to focus when I'm going into my day. A lot of the types of people that I help are successful. They have very, not just physically demanding careers, but it's really like mentally demanding, which can cause a great deal of stress. And so imagine if you're having brain fog in the middle of the day or in the morning, and you have tight deadlines, you have a lot of things to do on your agenda, but you're starting off your day tired. You can't eat like that, okay? It's not only going to cause you to have belly fat, but it's also going to cause you to have energy and health issues, okay? And so with that said, I just want to let y'all know that. And then the last thing that I want to share before I give y'all this breakdown real quick, I know somebody over there listening like, man, God dang, just get to the point. But anyway, I have to let y'all understand these things because generic trainers will just tell you the list of the meals, but they won't show you the benefits and the cons of eating one way and eating the right way. I want to give y'all more context, okay? And so if you notice that you've been losing weight and gaining it back, it's because you're not paying attention to the details. That's what I do as a coach. I want to give you the details. That way you can lose the weight and keep the weight off, okay? But the last thing I was going to say, even with these meals that I'm getting ready to show you, you're going to have to understand what portions you specifically need, okay? Because I'm going to give you the foods, but I can't necessarily give you what portions you need to have because that's individualized, all right? And those are the things I help my coaching clients with. But just understand the foods, you're going to feel better, okay? But you do have to understand the right portions to start slimming down your waistline, all right? Number 1, this is like, I don't know why I want to say quick and dirty, but it's not quick and it's not dirty. It's quick though, okay? Because some mornings, if you're like me, you don't have time to cook a big breakfast, okay? And when I don't have time or I just don't care to cook a big ass breakfast, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna cook it all. I'm gonna eat something like a yogurt, all right? There's different types of protein yogurts out there, but I'm gonna eat a yogurt, okay, with some type of healthy fats or some type of fruit, okay? It could be some blueberries, as far as the fruit. For the healthy fats, it could be walnuts, all right? I have my walnuts right here, all right? And so just know, the first one I'm sharing with you is quick, but it's not really a full breakfast unless you eat a big portion of it, all right, with the yogurt and the walnuts and all that good stuff, okay? And so I do this, though, because I want to go right into work, and I don't want to have to extend the time frame that it takes for me to get into my work, all right? Like, I'm not one of them folks that be woo-woo. I got to, do my yoga, then I got to, think for about 15, 20 minutes, and then I got to do this long work. No, I want to get right to work some days, okay? And sometimes that's how it is because you're busy. And so protein yogurt, blueberries, walnuts. That's the first one, okay? That's the first one. And that one's super, super quick, If you don't have a whole lot of time, but you can't live like that where you're just eating snacks throughout the whole day, because this is how folks end up in the evening or in the afternoon binge eating on big meals, wonder why they can't lose weight. And they're like, man, I only eat like one time a day. I don't know why I'm not losing weight. Maybe I need to eat more. No, you're eating too much. You need to create structure with the frequency of meals that you have throughout the day. All right. And so that way your blood sugar isn't dropping, in the morning going to the afternoon. And then you want to eat a big meal later on in the day, which spikes your blood sugar, giving you the itis, and you pass out. And one way your stomach getting bigger. Okay. So that's the first one. Yogurt with some fruit and some healthy fats. Number 2, scrambled eggs. Add a little cheese if you like me. I like eating cheese. Okay. Scrambled eggs with cheese with spinach on the side. Okay. Scrambled eggs with cheese with spinach on the side. Couple of things. For some reason, there's this misconception in the fitness industry where people think that, scrambled eggs are eggs. The fat that's in there makes you get fat. I don't know what training and start telling people that, some weekend certification training, but guys, the fats that are inside of eggs are healthy. We need fats in our diet, okay? Couple of reasons: for our heart health and for our mental clarity, okay? And so if you're noticing that you're feeling like a imbalance, and what I mean by imbalance is you find yourself feeling tired a lot, you're noticing that you have brain fog, maybe you have like physical energy, but you just don't have the mental capacity to get things done the way you want to at work. And even when you get home, you should be able to have like mental stamina. By the time you get done with your whole day, you should still have like mental clarity and focus to be able to spend time with your family. If you don't have those things, it's because you have an imbalance with your proteins, your fats, and the carbs that you eat. Not just protein and carbs, but also the fats, the healthy fats that you eat, okay? And so eggs have protein, but also healthy fats in them, all right? And then the vegetable, that's your carbs. Vegetables are carbs, guys. Fruits are carbs. And so don't be the person that's like, oh, well, I'm just going to cut carbs. No, you need these things. If you want to have energy, you don't want to go into a workout. I remember at one point, I'm going to be honest, y'all, like when I was early on in my career, I was like my own guinea pig. And I found myself eating a lot of protein and wasn't really eating no carbs because I was trying to get shredded. I was trying to look like the guys on Men's Health magazine and Muscle and Fitness magazine. And for like the first couple of days I went to the gym, felt great. I'm like, man, I feel so much better. No more brain fog. I feel good. After around about 3 to 4 days, I was exhausted, wiped out, burned out. That's what happened to a lot of folks. They think, oh, well, I don't need no professional to help me. I'm just going to eat protein and cut my carbs. And then they burn out after a couple of days or maybe a week or so because they're not eating the right amount of not just calories, but just essential nutrients that our body needs. It's not just about calorie intake. It's about the essentials as well, like the value that the food is bringing to you, okay? And so that's the second one. The third one, egg whites with strawberries and avocado slices. egg whites, strawberries, and sliced avocados, okay? Egg whites, pure protein. Like, you know how eggs have the yolk, which has the healthy fats in there. But when you do egg whites, pure protein, all right? Pure protein. Then you're gonna get your carbs from the fruit, the strawberries, all right? Because if you like me, man, I like eating a little bit of fruit early in the morning, because man, I be having sugar cravings, and so your boy getting old. I can't be eating junk food and sweets all the time no more. I messed around and had type 2 diabetes, and y'all be like, dang, coach, how you get it, man? You both be helping us. That's why I eat fruit, nature's candy, okay? And then we have avocado slices, because we're getting healthy fats, okay? You get those healthy fats in there. You get that potassium in there. All right, it's gonna help with your overall health, your immune system, your focus, your clarity. You're gonna feel good after eating meals like this, y'all. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel great. And it's also gonna help you lose weight as long as you have the proper portion, okay? That's number 3. Number 4, turkey sausage, egg whites, and kiwi. Turkey sausage, egg whites, and kiwi. Guys, if you notice something about these meals, and I teach my coaching clients a little bit more about this in detail, but a lot of people are just like food focused, but they're not value focused when they're looking at the foods that they're going to eat, when they're considering the foods that they're going to eat. And as we get older, especially if you're a successful professional where you're like, man, I got a lot of demanding responsibilities on my plate. I got my career, I got my business, I got my family. Like, you can't afford not to be on point. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure your body is on point. A lot of people who making good money, they looking at how they making sure they car on point, their house, good and everything, but neglecting their body. As your body should not be like it shouldn't cost you your body and your health because you're striving to achieve more in your career and pouring into your family. It needs to start with you, because when it starts with you, everything around you improves, man. Everything around you. Like, I have coaching clients, man, they didn't drop. One of my coaching clients, April, down 70 plus pounds. Her family's starting to lose weight. Her family's healthier. She has a better mindset around how to, overcome adversity because she's pouring into her. And when you pour into you, everything around you improves. You have a better perspective on life. Some of y'all, you having blockage, and you're like, dang, why can't I have my breakthroughs? I'm seeing everybody else succeed, man. I'm seeing everybody else be successful. What's going on with me? When you focus on you and you get your body on point, this is very spiritual too, y'all. Your body is your temple. When you work on yourself, you can start to see the world differently, because now you have more capacity to do more. But if you can't think efficiently and sharp, you can't focus, because you're having brain fog and you're tired, you're lacking motivation, you're not going to have the perspective that you could have if you felt good, if you felt like you had that image, your body look on point, you had that confidence. You're going to feel like you can accomplish more. Like my coaching client, Ann, she down over 100 pounds. And she out here motivating and encouraging women to become their best self, okay? You got to start pouring into yourself. That way you can pour into the people that you love and care about. And you don't find yourself being empty. And so the last one, and this is another quick one. A whey protein shake with blueberries and cashews. A whey protein shake with blueberries and cashews. Whey protein shake. What's the value you get from that? Protein, okay? When you eat protein, when you consume protein, it's going to help you build more muscle. That way you can burn fat, okay? It's going to help with your blood sugar, not necessarily blood pressure, but your blood sugar. And so that way you're not going throughout the day and your blood sugar drop because you ate something super, like a muffin or something in the morning. This is what happens with your blood sugar. You eat a muffin, a bagel, a waffle, a donut, blood sugar spike, goes up. And then after an hour or so, boom, it dropped. And you hungry again. And you mentally tired. You got brain fog. These are the types of things that happen when you're not focused on the value of the foods that you eat. It's not just weight loss, okay? It's not just calories in, calories out, okay? When you drink something like a protein shake, when you drink the right amount or eat the right amount, it still spikes it, but it's more of a, goes up just a little bit and then it levels back out, okay? It goes up a little bit, but then it's gonna level back out. And it helps you stay level throughout the day, and you're not gonna have those sugar cravings, okay? Some of y'all have sugar cravings because of that. Some of y'all also have sugar cravings because of just the habit of eating too much sugar, okay? And then we have what I said protein shake, blueberries. It's gonna also spike your blood sugar a little bit, but then it's gonna regulate, because fruits does have sugar in it, but blueberries, low glycemic sugar, okay, low glycemic type fruit, doesn't have a lot of sugar in it like a banana does, okay? And so blueberries gonna keep you regulated, gonna have energy, go feel good, physically and mentally, okay? And then you can do cashews. Cashews, those are healthy fats. A lot of folks, they be snacking on trail mix throughout the day, snacking on cashews throughout the entire day, wonder why they feel bloated, wonder why they feel tired, wonder why their clothes get more tight on them. They don't even want to hang out with their friends and their family and their coworkers no more, because they're like, well, I don't feel comfortable with the way I'm looking no more. You can't be snacking on healthy fats all day. If you start tracking these things, like I share in a lot of my content, if you're not tracking, you're slacking. Use an app like MyFitnessPal. When you track how much you're actually eating of these healthy fats, you're gonna be just mind blown. Because I've had so many coaching clients to join my program, and I give them the portions that they need to eat with the foods that they're consuming, even with the snacks, and they're like, holy smokes, I didn't know I was eating so much. But when you have a professional helping you, you get that awareness. Like, so a lot of y'all are eating, you can still eat the type of foods that you're eating, but most of y'all are eating the portions the wrong way. And that causes issues with energy, brain fog, metabolic issues like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, things like that, because it's not properly structured. You have to have structure with the way you're eating, right? You can't just wing it and listen to these generic trainers who just say calorie deficit. You'd be like, what? Man, everybody be done lost weight if it was that easy. But it's the stresses that come with having that imbalance with the structure, because you could be eating 1,400 calories worth of food on a daily basis, and you could potentially be losing weight, but you feel terrible. You're like, man, why do I feel so tired? Why do I have brain fog? Why do I have headaches? Why am I like, what's going on? It's the quality of the foods that you're eating and the amounts, okay? And so those are the 5 different breakfasts that you want to start eating. There's plenty more, but these are the 5 that I want to share with you that are pretty simple to make. Takes 5, 10, maximum 15 minutes. Like, I don't even like to be in the kitchen no more than 15 minutes. And so if you're like me, you don't want to be in the kitchen for 30, 45 minutes to an hour. You don't have to. These type of meals are very quick. And so, you're busy, you're successful. You're like, hey man, I need something quick, man. I don't have time to be thinking about, putting this seasoning and dropping this, and seasonings are even simple. Throw a little bit of salt on there, maybe a little bit of pepper, Himalayan sea salt, whatever you want to use. Maybe some spicy aioli if you want to use that or something like that. Very simple breakfast ideas that are going to help you get rid of belly fat, have energy, lose weight, okay? And manage your blood sugar. That way, if you have health issues like type 2 diabetes, you'll notice that you can go to the doctor and they're like, hey man, you can get off these medications now. Your blood sugar done regulated. Your A1C levels done went down, okay? Hopefully y'all found this helpful. We out of here. Let's get it. Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable. And if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information. And I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.